Hi, you're again with Volleyball Explained and Volleyball Explained Podcast, the third edition and the second one about Polish volleyball. Here we are Bogdan and our guide in Polish volleyball, Mateusz. As we promised the last time, we are going to spend our time this time in the podcast talking about the results of the Supercup in Poland, the first and the second round in the Polish Championship, as well as we're going to inform you what is going to happen in the third and the fourth round. We are not going to miss, of course, also our Volleyball Lessons in Polish series in the end of the podcast. So I believe we can start with what we had in the Supercup. As we predicted, I believe, as I remember properly, we predicted that ZAKSA is going to win the Supercup, and that happened because they are probably the team in the best shape now. They won against SKA in the final. Before that, they won against Resovia, both matches 3-1. And my comment about that, and after that, of course, Mateusz should say also what he thinks about this results, is that ZAKSA is a team which plays together very well because they didn't change their squad a lot. Actually, they changed only one of the middle blockers, and the new one there is Kochanowski. And the other thing I actually noted in the statistics is that even if they are not receiving pretty well, they can compensate this with attack. And maybe the reason for that is firstly because they have Benjamin Tonuti as a setter, who is a great setter, of course, as you know, I'm sure. And the second one is because they have also very good attackers in the end of the net. So that's my preliminary, or maybe even any comment about the Supercup, because it was too one-sided.
I think ZAKSA played their volleyball, and during this match they had moments, bad moments, and they could to turn the match, the course of the match. They were able to turn course of the match, and I think this is their main advantage, because they're playing together since several years, and I think it was their strong point.
Yes, we should note that they made a comeback in both matches. So they won against SKA and against Resovia both times after losing the first set, I believe, in both matches.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And what do you think about the other teams in that mini tournaments? Let's say about Resovia and SKA and Jazepski.
Mm-hmm. A bit unexpected outcome of match SKA Jazepski. I thought that Jastrzębski will do more, but no, they lost 3-0 against SKA. Maybe SKA in that moment were a better team than them. What about Resovia? I think
You're with a shirt with Resovia.
Yes, of course. I'm their fan also, but it was a bit different. I think it was a bit different because no one expected that they can play that good volleyball, which they showed during first set. Strong serve and strong attack. It was really great game. This first set, first and half set, I would say. But later they started to play badly, or ZAKSA started to play better, and For sure, I think we can think that Resovia will be dangerous on upcoming matches.
I believe that we can move on to the first round of the championship, where we had the following results. Actually, not all the matches have been played from the first round, because one match is postponed for 21st of October, and this is exactly the match between Resovia and Trefl. But the other matches were Staunisa, the newcomers, against ZAKSA, 3-0 for ZAKSA. Benjin against Verva, one set to 3. Kuprom against Krabelchatów, one set to 3. Zawiercie against Jarzębski Węgiel. Jarzębski won in a tiebreak. Czerat Czarny Radom beat Olsztyn 3-2, and Slepsk Suwałki lost against Katowice 0-3. I would like to ask you, which two matches could you emphasize from this round? The two highlight matches of this round, in your opinion? And after that, I'll say also mine.
Mm-hmm. I think Czarny Olsztyn. I was waiting for this match because the teams are on equal level, on similar level, and I knew that this match could be really closely fought, and it was. 3-2, it was a pleasure to watch this game. I watched this game. And the second match, Warta Jastrzębski, I think. Warta Jastrzębski, two good teams, and as I mentioned before, when I was talking about Czarny Olsztyn, about Warta Jastrzębski, I also thought that it will be match equal, interesting, and we had 5 sets also. So these two matches I can emphasize from first round.
I was able to watch the last 2 sets of Zawiercie and Jarzębski, and I believe that this match was the best. It's probably because of the fact that it was between two of the best teams in the league. And so we are going to note a bit later why Zawiercie are really one of the best teams in the league. But I believe that the only reason for Jarzębski to win this match in a tiebreak was, as I mentioned to you yesterday, it is simply because their middle blockers are much, much better. They scored 26 points altogether for the 5 sets, and the middles of Zawiercie were able to score only 8 or 9 points for the whole match. That made the difference. Especially Yuri Gladir was exceptional in the tiebreak. The other match I would like to emphasize is not because of the result, because ZAKSA won as a guest against Staunisa pretty much easily, 3-0. It is interesting because the first set was very even until 17-17 or something like this, but after that ZAKSA took what they wanted. What I want to mention is the team of Staunisa. The team of Staunisa has an exceptional setter for me. Marcin Komenda, who is a national player, is a very good setter, but maybe I'm saying that a bit too early, but I believe that he's way over in terms of class, over the average skills of this team. He's able to play very fast in the ends of the net. He's able to took the ball very high, which is able, actually in this way he's able to tear open the block of the opponent. and many other things. But I believe that yes, they have Bartman. Yes, they have Michal Filip, who is a decent opposite, but they lack a second outside hitter, which who is on a okay level, let's say, in this way, on a good level. And maybe some people will say that Lemansky is a good middle blocker. Maybe he is good, but not very good. At least in my opinion, I believe that yes, he's tall, but his height actually prevents him from being flexible enough. He's not a player who is tall and at the same time also flexible. Like, for example, Dmitry Muserski. Dmitry Muserski is 1 centimeter. Of course, few people can be compared with Muserski, but still, as some kind of a comparison, Lemansky is too slow for me, and I believe that especially on a good or perfect reception, that this is going to be a very very big problem for the team of Stal. So that's my 2 matches. Jarzebski won against Zawiercie, and Stal Nisa, mostly because of marching command, against ZAKSA, and ZAKSA played against very good. So even in the end of the match, the coach Nikola Grbic used a lot of the substitutions, so they can play also. Maybe we can go to the second round of the Polish League, and here we had the following results. The last match of the round, Katowice against Stal Nisa. Stal Nisa led 2-0, but lost 3-2 against Katowice. Katowice with the libero Dustin Wotton, who was one of the guests in our podcast, First Tempo. Olsztyn with a second defeat in a row against Slepsk Suwałki, 0-3 sets. Czerny Radom Trefl Gdańsk, 0-3, with an exceptional match of the Polish legend Mariusz Wlazly, who is, I believe, 37 years of age already, which is absolutely phenomenal. Jarzebski against Resovia, 3-0, absolute smashing by the team of Jarzebski. Unbelievable match for them. They won in every single stats you can possibly imagine. Maybe the surprise of the round, another brilliant match, and here we're going to talk about it a bit more, but Skra against Warta Zawiercie, 1-3, unbelievable match for me. I mean, on a very high level. Kuprum against Verva. Kuprum was leading 2-0, but Verva won 3-2. Another comeback from 2-0 to 3-2. And ZAKSA against Benjin, maybe the most one of the 2 most boring matches of the, let's say, in this way of the round. 3-0 against for ZAKSA. So ZAKSA with already 4 matches won in a row. And maybe my question to you is 2 matches you choose from this round, and why?
Okay. At the beginning, I can say that if the first round was the round of favorites, because Skra won, ZAKSA, of course, Verva, okay, with problems against Benjin, but they won 3 points. Warta Jastrzębski, we could expect that outcome. That the second round was conversely to the first. I would say that the second round was the round of surprisings, because okay, Jastrzębski Resovia, this match was called as match of the round.
Was not
the match. What?
I mean, it turned out that it is not match of the round.
Yes, and that's what I wanted to say. And no, it was a surprise for me. Jastrzębski won 3-0 against Resovia, and the bad ability of Resovia players. Another surprise for me was Ślepsk Olsztyn. I thought that Olsztyn will play better, especially with Ślepsk, because I didn't find Ślepsk so team in this season, but it turned out completely different. I know I said about 2 matches, but the third one.
Sorry for interrupting, but if you allow me this joke, let's say that like a joke that in the first podcast you predicted that Olsztyn is going to play very good this season. I predicted that Ślepsk are going to repeat their good season from the last league, from the last season. So it was a bit of a clash between my prediction against your prediction and my prediction won. Of course, it is the second round, so it doesn't matter that much. But still, I believe that Ślepsk have the players to be decent.
Yes, so Olsztyn Ślepsk, Jastrzębski Resovia, and of course Krawarta match worthy to emphasize, and maybe you will say something about this match.
Yeah,
I said about two
others. In this match, what was absolutely amazing was the game of the opposite of Zawercze, Mateusz Malinowski. And as I like statistics, I would like to quote the statistics because it's absolutely says everything. Malinowski has 64 successfulness in attack and 50% efficiency. In the channel, we have a video about attack efficiency, so we are going to put that in the link below in the description. In order, if you want to understand what is the difference between successfulness and efficiency, you can do it in this video about attack efficiency, explained by the coach of Verona, Teodosy Tonchev. From 42 attacks, he has 27 successful, which is amazing, especially because of the fact that during one of the timeouts, Michał Gogol, the coach of SKA, said something like transition, bad receptions, take Malinowski. So almost everything was concentrated most of the time against Malinowski, and still he succeeded to have 64% and 50% efficiency, which is amazing. And of course, not surprisingly, he was pronounced MVP of the match. This match was the evidence, the proof that even if a team is not that good in the middle, still the difference here, the gap between SKA and, because SKA has amazing middle blockers like Mateusz Bienek and Norbert Huber and Karol Klos as a substitute even against the middles of Zawercze. But even if the difference is there and the middles of a team are not that good, you can still win a match, even with 3 points like in this way, if you are good enough in the other spiking zones, let's say, in this way.
Do you have?
It's a bit strange for me. I believe that ZAKSA will win. Maybe hard, difficult, but is going to win. But they didn't win. Zawercze won. I believe that now we can have a look at the table after the first rounds, and we have ZAKSA with 6 points, the only team with 6 points. Katowice with 5 points. Jastrzębski 5 points, but a bit a bit worse in terms of points differential, not differential but proportion. Verva against with 5 points, Zaverce 4 points, even if they have only one win, and after that Trefo, but there with only one match played so far, Skra, Slepsk, Čarni Radom, Kuprum, Oščin, Staunisa, Benjin, and Resovia on the last place for now, but they also have played only one match so far. I don't believe we need to comment a lot about the table now, because only two matches have been played, and even Resovia and Trefo played only one match. So I believe the next we can do is to go to the schedule for the third round and to see what is going to happen there. Slow computer. But in the third round, we are going to have the following matches: Verva against Taunisa, another potential win for Verva. Skra against ZAKSA. This is the derby match, I believe, of the surely even in this round. Benjin against Jazepski, Trefo against Kuprum, Indikpo Oščin against Zaverce, Katowice against Resovia, and Slepsk against Čarni Radom. I say surely Skra against ZAKSA is the derby match. Which match do you think will be the most interesting one from the other?
I'm looking at upcoming matches, and I think interesting match will be Tref Gdańsk against Kuprum Lubin. I know Kuprum Lubin, maybe they are not so good. They are not so good as the top level teams, but I think against Tref Gdańsk, they both teams can fight. And another match which is worth to emphasize, I think, I believe Austin Zaverce, but now I don't know what I can expect it from Austin.
Yeah, maybe they're going to stop their series of 2 matches lost in a row, but Zaverce is playing also very good. Even we saw that some of the last season Zaverce was a team who was playing exceptionally at home, but not that good when they are guests. And maybe this is going to change now. And as I said before, if they improve their game in the middle, they can be even on equal footing with the other top 4 teams, I believe. And I believe that now, at least in terms of their shape now, Resovia is on the 6th, even if not on a further place in the table. Let's go to the fourth round, where I believe there are even more interesting matches. Yes, we have there Staunisa against Čarni Radom, Resovia against Slepsk, Zaverce against Katowice. This is going to be interesting match, at least from what we saw until now. Kuprum against Oščin, Benjin against Trefo, and the 2 derby matches of the round, ZAKSA against Jazepski and Verva against Skra. I don't believe that there is any doubt which are the matches which will be the most passionate and interesting in this round. ZAKSA against Jazepski and Verva against Skra.
Of course. I think the same. Absolutely. I think ZAKSA against Jastrzębski, if I can predict the result, I think ZAKSA will win this game. And I think even not in a tiebreak, I think they are a very strong team, and I would predict 3-1 for ZAKSA. And about Verva Skrzebochatów, it is a bit hard to predict because Skra lost against Warta. Verva had problems with Kuprum, with Jastrzębski. With Belgium, of course, and it can be interesting, very interesting. I'm waiting for this match.
Yeah, the Verva has had big problems against Kuprum in the match from the last round. So I believe that this is a very hard match to predict, Verva against Skra, because Skra are not in their best shape as it seems, and Verva too. But Skra played against Zaverce, which are a much better team than Kuprum. So this is going to be a very interesting match, and I'm not sure that this match is going to have that big level as, for example, the other match. I believe that Skra Jastrzębski now, in with reference to the contemporary shape of these four teams, Skra against Verva is going to be on a lower level in terms of volleyball than ZAKSA against Jastrzębski. And now I believe we can turn to our lovely rubric series, Volleyball Lessons in Polish. So,
of course we can.
So which are the 3 words you have chosen for today?
Okay, I'm going to introduce you 3 words related to position in volleyball. It will be setter, receiver, and middle blocker.
Good, very good. And we are all in ears.
So, setter we call rozgrywający. I know it is hard.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult, especially for even for me, like a Cyrillic and our alphabet is Cyrillic, but still we are in the Slavic family of languages, both nations, Bulgarian and Polish. But it's again very hard to. For me, it's not that hard to say it. Rozgrywający, but for writing is absolute nightmare. And for somebody who writes in Latin, I believe it's going to be also very good, but even worse for saying in terms of sounds. So we have rozgrywający in as a setter.
Another position, receiver, and in Polish we say przyjmujący, and it is in meaning it is related to this, what it means in English, receiver. This is guy who receive, and in Polish this is guy who also receive. We call the guy who przyjmuje, and this is what receive.
So it's przyjmujący.
Oh, great.
Przyjmujący, rozgrywający, przyjmujący and?
Middle blocker we call środkowy.
This is the easiest one.
And this is central, I think.
Yeah, the middle blocker, yes.
It means the man on the center of the net, short corner.
Yeah. So we have, and maybe the next time we can do it with the other with the other positions like opposite and libero. But libero is libero, or not?
Yes.
Libero is libero. So we need to do we don't need to do a libero. So we are going to do the diagonal, maybe the coach and maybe something else. But you, of course, your choice. Let's summarize. We have rozgrywający, the setter. We have przyjmujący, the receiver, the outside hitter, and we have środkowy, which is the middle blocker. So that was our volleyball lessons in Polish, and with that we are almost in the end of this edition of the podcast. As we analyzed what is going to happen probably in the third and fourth round, so we are now going to have maybe our next episode after that. So we're going to analyze it after then. And what more, of course, thank you for watching again. Share this podcast if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel. And support us in our newly formed and published Patreon account. So if you like our content, you can support us also there. I would like to thank a lot to our first patron, Patreon, Mr. Teodosy Tonchev. Thank you, Teodosy. And if you like our content, again, you can do it. You can do like he did. Thank you again also to Mateusz for being such good in the explanations about what happened and what is also going to happen in the Polish Plusliga. And for me, that's all. Keep healthy. Tough times. I hope that they are going to pass as easy as quickly as possible. And watch us also again the next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.